Okay, guys. I'm here with Tiago Fonseca. He is a very, very good friend of mine. He works in Portugal, but we studied together for some years in Portugal. Of course, we kept contacts. We are still. I mean, we are. I'm very glad that he can be here. Basically, I know that his knowledge in football can help us all. And the topic that he will speak about is also very interesting for me and for sure interesting for you. So yeah, so we are here to speak about that, and I will let Tiago speak a little bit more about that. And I really want to thank him to be here. Yeah, it's
Okay, thank you, Daniel. Hello, guys. My name is Tiago Fonseca. I'm 29, and I'm working in football for the last 8 years in tactical performance analysis. Like Daniel said, we are very friends for last 10 years or more, and very pleased and very glad to see him evolving and trying to help his players. Like I said, I'm in football for last over 8 years. This is my 5th year in professional level. I was in Vitoria 3 years in first team, and now I am in Football Club Famalicão, and this is my second year. Okay, I have here a presentation to show you.
So normally you don't see us, but we see perfectly what you have on the screen. Okay.
Yeah. Can you see it?
Yeah,
the club,
perfect.
CEO. Okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Okay. This organogram is like I think the clubs must be organized. Okay, and this is what happened in Portugal. We have the club. Okay, Football Club Famalicão. We have a CEO or a president. Okay, and the club is divided in departments. Okay, so we have sports science, which is divided in healthcare, in performance, physical performance. Okay, we have medical staff, we have scouting, and we have the persons who are responsible to the clothes, for example, and the stuffs of the club. We have football department, who are the persons who are responsible to the players and their they flow for
Their well-being.
I hope you were what I mean. Okay, and we have the coaching staff, which is the coach, the co-coaches. Okay, help coach, the analyst of the own coach, physical coach, and they are a team. In Portugal, the coaching staff are composed for 6 or 7 persons. Okay, and they are all professional, and they are coaching staff. If the coach be sacked, the rest of the coaching staff is going out as well. Okay, but the most important here is speak about the departments, and I have tactical performance on green color because is my department, and it's a department where I have working on last 8 years, but 5th of those 8 years in first level, and I had the pleasure of playing in Europa League against Ventspils included, in Latvia, and it was a great experience for me, and I hope to be there a few times more. Okay. The tactical performance, we have some responsibilities. I'm sorry for my English. And
Did you change the page? Because we
yeah,
don't see
yeah.
we don't see the
Are you not
second. Ah, yeah, now yes, now it's okay. Okay,
okay?
okay. So not the
Okay.
second. Okay.
Okay, this is our responsibilities during a week, okay, or during a year. It's not just a week, but this is our responsibilities. Okay, we need to record our training sessions, and if the coach asks for that, analyzes its training sessions. Okay, and during a week we need to prepare the opponent, and the opponent which we are going to play a week after, not during that week, but yes, the next week. Okay, so we during a week we are seeing all the games about our next opponent, and we trying to understand uh, which intentions the opponent tries to put in the game, uh, how the opponent tries to break the opponent structure, um, and how they defend, how are the concerns that they have, and where are the spaces uh, where they are weak. Okay, and we do a report written, and we do the report in video file. Okay, and after that, for example, we we play on Sunday, and after that, on Monday, we present our reports and everything about the next opponent to the coaching staff. Okay, um, during the week we do opponent individual analysis as well. Okay, for example, we are going to play against Cristiano Ronaldo, or against Messi, or whatever we want, but we must do individual analysis. The movements, the preferred movements of those players, if they drive more to inside spaces or outside spaces, if they cross with the left foot, or only if he looks for the right foot. Okay, the uh, shooting pattern of them as well. We do as well penalties shooting, free kicks shooting, to see how they beat, and how they shoot on that moment. In the games day, we are doing a real-time analysis. Okay, we have a software which help us doing that analysis. We have a camera, and with the camera we connect the camera with our computer, and we have the image of the camera in our computer, so we can pass some informations and images to the bench, to where are our coaching staff normal, and we can do and show some images at the halftime, like clips presented. Um, 5 minutes before the halftime, I can me or someone into coaching staff can drop to
To the
the
bench
como é
or
que se diz, alinhar?
to the locker room.
Yeah, the locker room, sorry, and can drop to the locker room, and we put everything ready to show some images. Of course, before to show the players, we must speak with the coach, and of course he will decide which is important or not to show the players. Okay, and of course after the game, in the free day, we must analyze the game which we have before, and trying to understand what we do right, what we do bad, um, and we need to always be ready to show something to the players, try to show them which is good, which is not so good, what we need to improve, what we need to keep to keep good, and in the final, the the very or the most important is this our flow, which I am showing for you guys. Okay, of course we have below, we have game trends analysis. What is this? Game trends is when we have more time, like for example now, because the World Cup stop a little bit the competition in Portugal. When we have time, we can see and analyze the best teams in the world, uh, trying to understand what they are doing, why they are doing, because the question why is the most important in football. We need to understand what are the intentions of every team we see, why they are trying to do something on the game. For example, uh, for example, if we play against a team uh, which are pressing with two players, okay, for example in a 4-4-2, almost the teams will use the in on build up, three players, okay, three more one, for example three uh, building up, okay, and one player below the first pressing structure of the opponent, which is those three players in the 4-4-2, okay, because that structure, those players are creating a superiority, numeric superiority on that space, uh, on this case in build up. Okay, I think I think my paper, or my workflow, if you want, if is presented here. Okay, and for to remember: training session recording, pre-match, collective analysis, individual analysis, written and on video file. Okay, um, in the games day, real-time analysis, where we can pass everything we want to the bench, and of course the post-match analysis. And it's a great environment to do that on our cabinet, on our room. Okay, because we are always working in computers, and we are concerned with every detail of the game. Of course, we have our ideas. I must say that I worked with eight coaching staff, at least in the professional level. It's a lot of coaching staff to work with, but we have to
To adapt, yeah,
to
change
adapt
and
to change and adapt our philosophy and our work to those coaching staff, because the most important thing is how we understand the game, how we see the game, because I don't see a game, and I must say that I don't see the game differently if I'm work with a coach A or a coach B. Okay, um, I see the games always the same way, but my workflow, my job is to adapt myself to the coaching staff. For example, if they want um, a video with 20 minutes or 8 minutes or with edition, no edition, okay, that's not a problem, because I have knowledge about the game, I have knowledge about the software, I have I know what I have to do, because it's like everything else in our life. Because if we have a job in a another
topic or
another
another, yeah, another, even if it's another field or
yeah, not in football, but if we have a chief or a person which is your header, when he changes, or her, when she changes or he changes, you know what you have to do, and it will not be differently with one guy or another guy. The most important thing is to know always what you must to do. Okay, and I think like I said, I think this is the most important to show to you guys. Okay, of course, in departments we have 2 or 3 persons, and we are professionals. We just do that on our life. Our life is a job like another else, and I think to hope to help you to understand how we work in professional level. But I can say, for example, in Manchester City or Wolverhampton or Premier League clubs, they are in department 7 or 8 persons. Uh, they have a set pieces person analyst just for set pieces. Um, Another 2 guys for the opponent. Another one to just individual analysis or own team. So of course, uh, as bigger as the club is,
bigger is the staff and bigger is
yeah,
the
bigger is the
structure.
staff. Yeah,
Bigger is
bigger
the
is the
structure.
staff, bigger is the structure. The conditions are bigger and better as well, of course. And yeah,
And actually,
that's
I
my
guess
workflow.
actually yeah, of course, what I wanted to ask you, but I guess I know the answer already. But I'm
Hmm.
sure that doesn't matter if you work in a small or a bigger club with more or less money.
Yeah,
I think the most I mean, whatever a professional club is trying to achieve is to be ahead of time about all the details that the opponent team can bring to the field. And also, of
Yeah.
course, if you speak about your department, that's your job, trying to predict and trying to be that your players are ready. And
Hmm.
of course, some clubs have more, some clubs have less. But
Yeah.
I'm sure that
In Portugal, yes, I think in Portugal, the I think in Portugal, every clubs are working on that way because, for example, we play against second league team yesterday, and we lost. And I was on that stadium, um, and I saw the conditions of that team, as you know what I mean. So they have apartments, and I think there are some clubs in North Europe, Central Europe, like Bodo Glimt, like another clubs,
that
which are improving their structures,
yeah,
and
very fast.
they yeah they can do a lot of things because firstly they are improving their structures, sorry. And after that, when we work in the youth ages, when we work with departments, you will be ready for what happened. No matter what happened, we will ready because you have youth players, young players, who can reach the professional level. You have medical staff ready to improve their performance. You have performance department for physical performance. You can detail and acompanhar, como é que se diz?
Like to follow.
Yeah, follow their performances, physical performance. You have the tactical performance, which can help you to understand what you need to improve on your game. And I think this is the most important, because if we just get good players, but we don't have structures, we don't have the persons uh, who needs to support the club, it will not be a easy way, because you can do a good year, but in life, in during the time, you will not be so competent during the years, because you can have a great player, but on the next transfers window, you will
You can lose this player also.
yeah, you can lose, you will lose him, okay, you will lose him. And after that what you must always be working to
Be ready.
improve your club, be ready for your club, and give the conditions for everyone to improve their work. I think this is the most
But
important to
you can see that
to
actually in
retain.
in some clubs that grew too fast. The structure didn't grow as fast as the
Yeah,
club did, and then they
yeah,
fell from high because you can see, and this is true, that you can see it in most of the professional clubs. People expect this or
it's
that
not
club
enough.
to
Yeah,
grow
it's not enough.
steadily and yeah.
Yes, it's not enough to have some good players. It's not enough. Okay, I think, and passion and what you did. For example, I think you are doing the right thing. You are concerned with your place in other countries where the football is a main sport. Okay, and I think that's important because the players um, they cannot to be in the top level. They are not just players who get up on the morning, going to the training session, and after that needs to go to the work. No, that's not what happened here. And I think if we have a club with departments, competent people on those departments, I think when we lose a good player, okay, we lost a player, but we can continue your process, your continue your journey,
The
and
idea, the philosophy of the club, and everything else.
yeah, and it will be in the same line, and will not so oscillations like uh,
Like some clubs did,
up
basically.
and down, and
Yeah.
yeah, up and
So, like
down.
some clubs did because they didn't have the structure to
Yeah,
grow steadily.
for example, yeah, Daniel. For example, you are seeing the World Cup. I think in at the moment nowadays, I think you see that surprises which are happening in the World Cup, but I think nowadays the coaches are very prepared. I think it's a illusion to think that the football nowadays is the same 15 years ago. It's not. It's not true, and the coaches are very competent. They ask for organization. They teach their players being organized, being competent. Uh, tactical stuff and the mental stuff, okay, not just in the tactical performance, but mental performance as well. And yeah, these surprises
And no surprises
appears.
anymore, basically. Yeah,
Yeah, the
they just
surprises
came
are.
naturally, yeah,
Yeah,
because
yeah, yeah. Because for example, the Saudi, como é que se diz,
the
Arábia Saudita.
Saudi Arabia,
Yeah, yeah, the coach has won two cans with Zambia and with
Ivory Coast. Yeah,
yeah, and
yeah.
so for me it's not just a surprise. I think the environment is the most important. Of course, the players are important. If we have the better players on your country or in your context, you will better. For example, I spoke about Bodo Glimt, but I can speak about Union Saint-Gilloise, for example, in Belgium, two clubs who which were on and they reached the first league, and this year they were champion on their countries. Of course, if everyone, like in Portugal, has or have um, these structures that I am speaking about, um, where will be the a coisa mais o pormenor, onde é que vai estar o detalhe.
Yeah,
Estás a perceber?
where basically, where will be the little detail that you need to do
Yeah,
that, to do
win
that,
more
to make
games.
it grow, yeah, to make it to.
Yeah. It will be on competence. It will be on competence because if we are in the same pattern, in the same level, if we are here, the competence will push you more for here or more for here, and that will be the the indicator.
It's true,
Which will do the difference. Which will do the difference.
yeah, but you can see it also. Yeah, you can see it in small clubs, and you can even see it in big clubs. For example, I will say the example of PSG. For example, they had
Yeah.
struggle last year. They found a coach that basically had the idea and a good structure behind, a good sports director. He didn't spend as much money as before, but he had an idea about how he wanted to grow the club. And of course, they might not win. It's not because it's a process. It will take time.
Yeah.
But at least a lot of people see this club with other eyes because you can see that the attitude changed, and it's not just on the field. For sure, everything changed around. If it changed in the field, it's because it changed everywhere around. I guess that's. I mean, that's. Of course, we shouldn't be speaking about that, but maybe about the like what Ronaldo said in the interview was more or less about that. He said that the structure of Manchester United didn't grow. They didn't grow with the other clubs, and that's why they are behind now, because basically the structure because they have good players on the field, but the structure stayed intact for so many years. So
Yeah.
now basically they are lacking this experience
Yeah.
and this knowledge that the other clubs have. Yeah.
Yeah. The players will be always the biggest thing in football, and the better they are, the better results you will have, of course. But that's a curious thing what you said, because Ronaldo spoke about that, but it's not about Ronaldo here. But I think to your players understand what we do here and why Latvian football is not so
Growing that much.
in a
Yeah.
top, or in a top level. I think first you need to start from here, and of course we need to have money, of course, to give these conditions to the people, because if we pay a little bit, just a little bit, they will not do that just uh, only that in their life, but
Of course.
if you start from here, giving the persons the best conditions. Okay, I want you just do this on your life. Okay, look for here, organize it, this and that, um, and after that, if we have competence in the department, the club will grow and grow and grow. And I think it is what we are doing in the rest of the Europe, and in Portugal. Every team, I think, in the fourth league, or third third league, every club has this. And scouting, of course, scouting is a good thing, because you have to you must you must to be always trying to see the talent, where is the talent, and trying
No,
to
of course.
to bring it to your club, of course, and work that talent, and after that the results will come for sure.
because yeah, it is what you say. It's impossible for someone. I mean, for example, you. I mean, you are you have a lot of knowledge in your field, but even if you are in a football club, there is a lot of people that work with you, and they have no idea about what you do, and you have no idea about what they do. Basically, of course, you have a little knowledge, but you couldn't basically be the head of the health, for example, or whatever, because they got knowledge that's why the structure is important. Before, in the 60s or in the 70s, maybe the manager was dealing with everything, and that's why football was not as, I mean, maybe not as professional as now, and one person cannot have all the knowledge. It's impossible, since it's such a big, it's getting so complicated to understand every detail of the game. It's really hard to do it without this structure. Of course, people can do it, but if you want to grow, and if you want to have the level ahead, like in the club you are, for example, of course they are in a first division club. You need to have a structure behind the coach, because the coach alone cannot do all the work he needs to have the players ready. The food they need to eat,
Yeah,
the training plans.
yeah, yeah. Here in Portugal, just a simple thing is the players that don't go with their chuteiras, como é que se diz?
With the football shoes, you can say. Yeah, football shoes.
Yeah, they don't take it for the games. Is a staff person who takes the
Football
who
shoes,
take
equipment,
the
everything.
football, yeah, the football shirts for the game. For example, I think maybe in Latvia they must to take it. I think, I don't know.
But yeah, I mean, the clubs are growing, of
I
course.
don't
Here,
know.
no,
I
but
don't know. But
no, but it's a yeah,
it's
no, but
just a simple thing.
it is a good example. Is that basically, if you want your players to perform the best in the field, then don't need to be worried about anything else outside.
Yeah, yeah,
Everybody
exactly.
needs to
Exactly.
everybody needs to not to be their
Yeah,
servants, of
that's
course.
what I mean. Yeah, that's
Not
what
to,
I mean. That's what I
but
mean. And I appreciate your help because I'm not so used uh,
it's absolutely fine.
on speaking English as you, of course.
Some
And
years ago, you teased me how to speak English. So now,
yeah, when
some years ago.
yeah when we were in Erasmus, but yes, good times. But yeah, you guys. I think I speak or spoke about
The most
the
important
most
thing.
yeah, the most important things, and I, I hope to help you, and our or my workflow was in that presentation. Okay, and we are just two people, two persons working on our department at the moment, but we were three in 1 year ago. Okay, but we are two right now, and we are always working, always working, and because we work every day from the 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
And that's why,
Most of days.
that's why I'm glad that you came, because I know that it was. I mean,
No,
since
today.
it's yeah, the like for some months we would try to schedule this, but
Yeah, today
you know,
is a free day, so
yeah,
it's not a problem for me, and I appreciate, and I just want to apologize for my English, but
no,
I
you don't
think
have to.
it was understandable, and I hope, and I'm here to answer, or if you have some question about my workflow, about my football opinion, some what you want, a clip, a movement of some player, training process, what you want to know, ask for Daniel. Daniel asks for me, and I will answer for sure. And
Absolutely.
like I said before, I hope to help you. If I'm
I'm
not,
sure that
I'm sorry.
no, I'm sure that you will help because actually that's what I said in every class, and it's what I said 5 minutes ago. Nobody can know everything, and if
Yeah, yeah,
you, I mean,
for sure.
I learned things speaking with you, and it's not the first time we spoke about football, of course. And even
Mhm.
though I learned today things, and I'm sure that my players will also learn something for sure. And well, of course, like you said, if my players have questions, I will definitely share it with you. And I'm sure that well, thank you very much. Of course, football never stops, and I know that it's very hectic to be, I mean, able to do like
Yeah,
1 hour like
and
this, and
yes, and I want to thank you again, and I'm very happy about you, and I think your players must be proud of you because it's not every day we see some some people doing what we are doing. You are showing your players what you believe, what you think it's important, and showing them another realities and professional realities, and that's very good. And congratulations, Daniel, for it,
thank you.
for the person you are. Okay.
Thank you for the words, and I will stop now the recording. Thank you,
Yeah.
thank you,
Thank you,
Tiago.
guys. Thank you.